studying. You can't, just come shopping with us. It'll be really fun. Just put your books down. Let's go shopping. Okay, you'll be here in 5 minutes? Okay, see you then. Bye. Guys, go there. Laura! Studying is for losers. Let's go shopping.
Today I don't feel like doing anything.
Monatomic ion? What? Wait, is that one of those charged things that is like, I don't know, polyatomic ion? What's the polyatomic? Okay, sulfate. SA2. No. SO4. What? I don't get any of this, like gases, and this doesn't. I can't do this. I gotta go. So much information. Not coming out right.
Lecture supplement already.
Test. I don't know if any of this is right at all.
It doesn't have to be like this. You really do know more chemistry than you think.
I've never seen problems like this before. They're worded so differently. It's like the materials, there's so much of it, I can't figure out what to do. What should I do?
When you're stumped on a question, you really know a lot more than you think you do. The first thing that's helpful is to write down what you know. For example, write down all the given information they give you, write down some equations that might apply to this certain problem, and what's really helpful is to draw a picture to help you understand what exactly you're solving for. That goes along with number 2. Ask yourself, what do they want to know? What are you solving for? This will be helpful to determine a pathway in which to follow in order to solve the problem. Number 3, write a balanced equation. You never want to make a stoichiometry mistake on a free response because those are easy points that people all around the nation will get on the AP test. But writing a balanced equation also helps you to know what products you're making and what reactants you need. So if they're asking you how much of a reactant you'll need, it'll be much easier if you know exactly what's happening. Number 4, know basic conversion factors. You're given an equation sheet on the free response, so it's a little easier than on the multiple choice. So the equation sheet will also have units, so it'll help you to understand what units will cancel out and any questions you know. Number 5, review your calculations when finished. All you have to do is a quick, simple check with your calculator to make sure you type it in right. But do this at the end of the test if you have time, so you don't want to waste too much time when you could be getting points on other questions. Finally, does your answer make sense? This means look at your answer and make sure you don't have more products than reactants, because that never makes sense. And also refer back to number 2. Did you solve for what they wanted you to solve for? And make sure you have the correct units. Using these problem-solving strategies, you should be good to go.
So this problem, I'll draw out a picture. What do I know? Put it in the bubble. Okay, and then, okay, and check it with my book. Yeah, I'm starting to get this, you know? You just gotta like, look what you're solving for and, you know, make sure that you don't panic and just try to get the little calculations. And, you know, when you write your equation, that always helps. I mean, gosh, Ellie's so smart. I should have done this earlier.
Stupid netionics. I should have remembered my polyatomic ions. Chromate, sulfate, they're all the same. No one cares. These ones, I just can't organize all my thoughts. Everything is so confusing. We did all of this in class. I know we did it in class. I just didn't study.
For questions 4 through 6, you don't do a lot of calculations. It's all concept and theory based. It's really helpful to review your old labs and your lab discussions, because they will help you to remember why you are solving for certain datas and why you have certain concepts and theories. Explain all your steps when answering your questions and give your line of reasoning. You can't just state things, you can't just state definitions or theories without explaining what the theory or definition is and explaining why this connects to your answer. For number 2, on the equations, on question 4, you will always have equations for question 4. And you need to make sure you have your polyatomic ions memorized. Those are easy points that other people around the nation will have memorized for the AP test, and you don't want to miss those just because you didn't memorize them. The solubility rules are also really important. As long as you know your solubility rules and polyatomic ions, question 4 will be so much easier. You just need to have those memorized and you need to be prepared for this question. The questions 4 through 6 are all concept and theory based. It's really helpful to review your homework and lecture supplement problems and notes. And especially for your homework and lecture supplement problems, you need to ask yourself why they're asking you that certain question and what you need to know in order to answer it. Also, focus on why and not specific problems. It's really helpful to keep asking yourself why until you are the most specific you can be. Explain to your grader why you are answering with your answer. You need to define all your theories that you use, tie it back to the main question, and just bring everything you know all together. For number 4, try all parts that you know, and it's okay to leave some blank. You don't have a lot of time. You're going to feel a lot rushed on the questions in this class compared to the AP test, but in this class to earn a good grade, you need to answer all the parts that you know, and then once you think you've answered those to the best of your ability, you can go back to the parts that you weren't so sure about and maybe use the questions that you've answered to help you answer with the questions you are unsure about.
Oh my gosh, this is just, it's so stressful. I don't even know how to get anything together, and I know all the information I really do. I've studied for so long and I should have been able to get it by now, and I just can't even organize this all together. Just too much, and I'm already stuck on the first question and I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna get an 80% and I studied so much and I don't even know what to do.
The multiple choice section is really intimidating because you aren't given a lot of time to answer a lot of questions. Number 1, You don't have to know everything. It is really hard to just study all night, all day to make sure you know everything that's going to be on the multiple choice test. Nobody will get 100%, so don't spend too much time on one problem thinking that you should know it if you are stuck on it, because you need to move on to the questions that you do know and accept that you may not know the answer to that question. But always fill in the bubble with a good logical guess, because you have a 1 in 5 chance in getting it right, and you don't want to just leave bubbles blank if you could have gotten the answer right with a guess. Number 2, don't spend too long on one question. About 2 minutes max or less. You make sure you're pacing yourself, because you want to make sure you get through the test so you are able to consider each question, because you don't want to miss some easy points. Number 3, look at all the questions. This is so much easier if you pace yourself, and also you are stronger in some areas and weaker in some areas, so you want to make sure you answer all the points that you know you can get. If it has math or looks hard, skip it and come back later. This is really helpful because the math ones are a lot more stressful since you aren't given a calculator, so it will take a lot more time to do these problems.